Jake Ramos is the quarterback for Glenpool. He sends a man in motion from right to left, I formation. And it's going to be a handoff to Atkins looking for room outside. He'll get about throws under center. Cassius shows blitz. Long counts. And should be a false start. They did not called. Handoff up the middle. We'll get about 3 or 4 identity offensively. And after Atkins was installed, they went back to the I formation. And that's where they're at now. Atkins, it's going to be close. His knee with Alton Atkins, and before the snap, it looks like it's going to be a delay of game on Glenpool. 15 for Glenpool, and it's going to be Willis again trying to back under center, and they're going to fake. It's a rollout, trying to find room, and found none. So 3rd and 12 from the far hash. Handoff, trying to get some kind of head at the 38 across the 45, midfield. And Hart, the lone fullback, 4 wide receivers. And it's a bubble screen complete near side across the 35, 40, 45 still on his feet. Testa broke a tackle. He might go. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. He's in there. Touchdown, Cassia. Touchdown will stay on the field for the kick. And another 3-yard deep kickoff into the end zone. This time they bring out Tyler Harrison, the senior running back, and he's stuffed at the line, puts in the tailback in motion. That's Harrison. And trying to make some room up the plays now in the playbook for Steve Edwards and staff for Glenpool. And they'll fake the handoff. Ramos near flat, near side, and it kick fielded by Choquette at the 37-yard line across, that's Bass instead of Choquette. Inside the near side for Cassia is Baylor Boone. And a fumble back. And they'll fake the Bass. Rouse rolls to his right, feeling pressure. Sack right, I formation. Rouse drops back, sets up a screen. It's wide open. Bass has got room across the middle. 45-40, 35, slides down. Again, the 2 fullback formation, full house. And it's going to be Hart, the fullback, has room on the right side. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, breaks a 3rd, and he's in. Touchdown, Cassia. Cassia leads early. And again, Testa's kick into the end zone. Left, 1 to the right. Handoff up the middle, fullback. Again, nothing. Right in motion from the right. Now they'll sweep him around, and before the play gets off, a class will be used to next year. Ramos decides to get some of it back in 1 throw, and it's going to be picked off. The tight end to the right. Bass again, left side, spin moves out of 1 tackle. Still surging ahead. Nice second effort by Patrick. Receiver near side. Rouse trips coming out from center. Hart gets. Looks like we had some movement up close, and we did along the line. Glenpool came close to blocking the extra. Snap back. Testa's kick is good. We'll get the ball to start the second half. And this time it will be fielded at the 3, a line drive kick. That's Wills, tries to find room, runs into his own blocker, and then finished off, been able to move the ball at all. Only 1 first down. Ramos fakes the handoff, looks to go near side, pass overthrown, almost intercepts. Has nothing on the outside. Nobody jumps, and it's going to be Wills up the middle. Nothing there. Still on his feet. Own 43-yard line. Across the 45, tackle at the 47, flag. That's still in at tailback. They'll fake it to him. Rouse has got all kinds of room, throws it downfield, and it's caught by Mollers. Oh, Mollers. Stand 10. Bass near side, getting dragged down by his jersey, still moving ahead. Then finally gang tackled at the 3rd. Recently. Bubble screen again, coming near side. One tackle broke, two tackles broke. Inside the 15, down to the 2. And they will get it off. They'll fake to Hart. No, they will give it to Hart. He's inside the 5. Bulls his head down, touchdown. But there is a flag. First and 20 now. Rouse fakes the bubble screen, goes to Mollers in the corner of the end zone. And there's the flag. Got into Mollers. Bass on the toss sweep, has room. It's his speed to the outside. Nope, cuts it back inside. Touchdown, Bass. The extra point attempt by Testa. Did it sneak in? No. Push to the right. That's the second. After the break, cash up, 27-0. Testa puts his foot into it, and it's going to be fielded by Wills at the 3, trying to find some room near side, and he is slammed down at the 18. The Glenpool stats here in just a second. First down handoff to the fullback up the middle. And 15. Ramos rolls to his left, feeling pressure, tries to spin out of it, and can't. Backfield. 3-step drop for Ramos again, just throwing it up in the air. It's picked off. Not even a hope. It's Mollers at the 25. He's got the speed to take it down inside the 10, out at the 5. Kind of push it into the 30s. And they'll fake the sweep to Bass. Hart getting dragged down by his ankle. 4. And Danny Brennan in the slot. And it's going to be Rouse going to Brennan. Overthrown, incomplete. They focused on Mason. Is your tailback, Malcolm, right side, squeezes in there. It's another one. Touchdown, Malcolm Mason. Testa on for his 5th extra point attempt of the night. Nice snap, dead on. Testa's kick, dead on. Testa on yet again. This one by Wills at the 5, across the 15. The 20-yard line's been a very popular spot. This was quick drop, little quick out, far side, and this may be their second first down. 2 receivers near side, 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll fake the Wills, they'll fake the quick out, and going downfield, pass is caught, knee down at the 32. They're going to say no, he wasn't down. And Cassius says someone jumped early, but no call. Confidence built together here. Still no room for Will. On 4th down, Glenpool will go for it. And the pass is picked off by Mason. He's got room, 45-40, 35. Pushed out to 32 by Rom. Receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hart gets the handoff. Side, Rouse, 5-step drop. Plenty of time. Now he's forced to put it up to the right. Bass, the lone back. Rouse, quick dump screen. Up the ball down, kick on the way. It is. Tell me it's good. It is good. That'll ball. Up, run it in for a touchdown. And they're going to put it in the air. You got to be kidding me. What for? Ramos has nowhere to go. He's just going to heave it. And it's going to be picked off at the 45. And Abram. So from the 32, Rouse back out there. Patrick Bass will start it off here in the second half by Glenpool. They didn't get set, and Bass rips one up the middle, and he may go 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. One man to beat from behind. Bass down at the 10. Again, double tight end set, and it's going to be Smith, left side. Now cuts it back up the middle, down. And goal from the 18, Rouse. Bass up the middle, hops a man at the 15, 10, getting drugged down, still on his feet, he's in! This way, hit the end zone. Let's see what this one does. No, it'll be a line drive kick fielded by Wills at the 5. Across the 15 is a score. So 2nd and 9 for Glenpool. They'll split 2 receivers near side. It's going to be a bubble screen, and Bass looked like it could have came up and intercepted, but instead played safe. Fullback goes in motion to the right. Looking right is Ramos. Complete at the 24, tripped. The Commandos open the second half with a touchdown. High, short kick. And Malcolm Mason in the backfield now. Brock Smith, fullback, will get the kick. 2 receivers to the left. McQuarters looking for room, left side. They'll fake the fullback. Rouse looking across the middle, complete. He's got his man Choquette in there. And he'll get the carry. And he will get nothing. Smith still in there at fullback. Rouse, McQuarters up the middle. Ooh, and he's hammered. Would not expect to see a fake here. And Bryce, nice high spiral, bounces at the 5 and into the end zone. They'll send 2 receivers near side. Ramos will put it in the air, looks for a man near side. Clock at 4:10, and they'll keep it on the grounds up the middle. From the 47, Smith looking for room, finds some across. Rouse still in there, hands to Mason. He runs into his own blocker. Does a good job to skip out of that. Still on his feet, far sideline, inside the 30. And in at a receiver spot. Cook with the carry yet again. Cook gets 3 on first down, and it's Mason again. Designed to go up the middle. He bounced it out. 2nd and 3. Mason's got room. 10-5. Put him up yet again. On for the extra point. It is good. Rosendo puts his leg into it. High, short kick from the 18. Across the 25. Still on his feet across the 30. And that's receivers near side. Draw play to Halamai. 4th quarter underway. And a good way to start. Glenpool is going to go for it on 4th and 8. Slant play, incomplete, right in the hands of Andre Seymour. Tate Schwab in at quarterback. And Schwab's is having no problem with Jinx tonight. Rosendo uses his speed to bounce it outside, and he darn near got a first under. Snap away. They did get it down. Gee, Manee. Bryce Carter's punt will bounce 3-2. Really enjoy the thing that Joe's got going on here, and it'll become Cassia Hall fans. 37, 1st and 10. Rosendo with the fake, comes near side, complete at the 40. Good action for these young commandos tonight here in the 4th quarter. They has fouled out, and they fouled out a long time ago. Though just barely over 100 yards of offense for Glenpool thus far. Ramos trying to pass it. And false start that, no, they're not going to get away with. Ramos thought the play was dead. He finally lets go of it. And that may have been Ramos with the fake. Everybody going back deep. He's got a man wide open. There was a bust. Glenpool gets on the board. Short kickoff by Glenpool. Somebody needs to field it. And I'll get to that here in a second. Again, a short kick. This time fielded on the run at the 28. Coming near side is Rosender. He breaks the tackle 40, 45-50 along the sideline to the 45. Now out for Schwab and the offense for Cassia. And the handoff up the middle. The fullback goes up 50-7. Camden Cicchini to 7. And a tailback. I know that for sure, Mike. And Cicchini again. Cohen again. Cohen again. It's the same play over and over. Run it till they can stop. Window on for the extra point. Make it, Miguel. Make it, Miguel. Atta boy. Much. Rosendo puts his foot into it, fielded on the run at the 20 for Glenpool. There's into the secondary. To 16, he fumbles a snap, still trying to get it. Late handoff to the fullback, and he's under center, and it's going to be Wills, and he's tripped at the 17-18. And that should be the last play of the game. As we're under 10 seconds. And that will do it. That will end it. Another impressive outing tonight for the Commandos. Glenpool comes into Father Hamill Field at Ray Siegfried Stadium and falls to the number 2 ranked Commandos here tonight. 57-7 is the final. We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll talk to head coach Joe Medina, get his thoughts on tonight's performance, and look forward to next week here at home against Edison. This is Commando Football. Welcome back. Kevin Thames and Mike Porter here at Father Hamill Field at Ray Siegfried Stadium. Once again, the final. Cassia wins 57-7 And a rundown of the stats. Total first downs, that's the only stat that was close tonight. Cassia was 7, Glenpool was 6. Lots of big plays for the Commandos. 36 carries, 285 yards on the ground for the Commandos, 145 through the air. So Rouse 6 of 8 for 145. Glenpool, 29 carries, 66 yards, 29 for 66, and 131 through the air. And of that, 197 yards, 140 of it came in the second half. 4 interceptions on the evening for the Commandos. Abram McCorders, Patrick Bass, Luke Mollers. I'm missing one, Mike. Malcolm Mason, thank you, Mike. Those 4 were responsible for the 4 interceptions. And again, 57-7 is your final. Patrick ended up on the night, 8 carries for 106 yards. Sorry, Mike. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. 4 carries for 40 yards for Hunter Hart. Abram, 4 carries, 34 yards. Malcolm Mason, 4 for 47. Miles Cohen had 4 carries for 20 yards. And again, Rouse was 6 of 8 for that 145, 1 touchdown. Touchdowns on the night. Patrick Bass had 1. Hunter Hart had 1. McQuarters had 1. Malcolm Mason with 2. Testa with 1. On and on and on. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to head coach Joe Medina, get his thoughts on tonight's game. Right after this, the Commandos, they win 57-7. And we're back alongside Joe Medina, and wow, 57-7 was the score the first week, 57-7 is the score the second week. Got to be pretty proud.
Well, we're scoring a lot of points and not giving up very many in the first 2 games, and yes, I'm very proud of our football team. We're ready to play. Every time we've come out this year, even in the scrimmages, we've come out, we've taken charge of the game early, and let the defense just keep playing and keep them to very minimal yardage.
It's funny you mentioned that. That leads me into my next thought with you, and that is at halftime they had 57, 58 yards, something like that, and 36 of them came on one play.
Yeah, again, we pride ourselves on our defense, and for games like this, you play a traditional power, and you've got to keep them from gaining control of the field, and we did a great job of that. And again, our return game set us up with some short fields in the first half, and we capitalized them with 3 different running backs.
Yeah, and short field for you guys, a long field for them. Again, Eric, great job tonight getting the ball to the end zone, and the times he didn't, they were right there on the 20 starting their possession, so good coverage by the kickoff coverage team.
Yeah, again, we're so strong, as we mentioned in the pregame show, with our special teams, and it just, it's one of those things. Again, the kids take an awful lot of pride in that. Ryan Wheeler, the coordinator, does a great job getting them ready, and they know that it's important. It's not a time off for us.
On offense, you got a lot of guys involved tonight. Malcolm Mason scores 2 touchdowns. Patrick Bass scores 1. Abram was in there as well. Getting to spread the ball around and getting these guys some reps, but at the same time keeping them fresh as well.
Yeah, keeping them fresh and keeping them hopefully away from injuries because we're playing so much. And as we talked about earlier, there's not a whole lot of drop-off. I mean, you welcome back Patrick Bass, and he does a great job. He's just such an electric football player. And then the first series we put Abram in, Abram just runs the ball exactly the way it's textbook in our offense. I mean, it's just hitting the hole straight. His shoulders are square, and he found his way into the end zone, and then Malcolm Mason comes in and just does the same thing. So, I mean, we're very lucky to be that deep.
And also, I know you had to be happy about the late touchdown you guys scored. Some young kids getting time and just pounded the football. That's all you're doing is running the football, same play, and just out-executing them on the line of scrimmage.
Well, again, you get in those situations that we went to the running clock, but we still had the ball, and they were a tired football team. We had our younger kids in there, and you're trying not to run the score up, but yet at the same time you want to have those kids play. And, we just kept it. We were running 2 basic plays, and we executed them as exactly what you said, pretty much to perfection. And, I was real proud. We gave up the touchdown, and one of our offensive goals is always to answer their score. And so now we get to hang a sticker on the goal board because we did that with that last group.
I guess if there is any kind of snafu or thing to maybe pinpoint to the first 2 weeks, it'd be some snaps on some extra points maybe?
Yeah, and that's one of those things. I mean, Eric's missed 2 extra points in 2 games, and it's probably just a concentration thing. The snaps have been a little erratic. Today I don't think Thomas was as sharp as I would have liked him to be, but, he came up with some key passes.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. And next week, again, at home against Edison, you go from a 4A school to a 5A school.
Yeah, that's heading up to 6A in 2012. So, again, our program's to the point that, we want to play the best competition that we can. And you like playing those schools in the Tulsa metro area. It was a great crowd today on both sides. And hopefully next week against Edison, it'll be even bigger.
And, of course, next week we'll get to talk to you before half on the field, and we'll be down on the field talking to you after the football game. And, by the way, it worked out pretty good. We had a lot of fun with the video, and whoever deserves the thank you and the props for this, they should certainly get it for at least making it happen. It was a lot of fun tonight, and I know the people that were able to log on and watch us certainly had a good time as well.
Well, good. Yeah, again, it's one of those things that at Cassia Hall, we have a special football program for a lot of different reasons. Obviously, the first one is to win, but, little things like this that people want to provide for us just adds, to the aura, I guess you could say, of our football program.
All right, Joe, thanks again. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk to you next Friday night here at home against Edison as you guys wrap up the non-district schedule.
Thank you very much. That's
head coach Joe Medina, and that'll do it from Cassia Hall. Again, the final score for the final time, Cassia wins 57-7 for B.J. Douglas and Mike Porter and head coach Joe Medina. I'm Kevin Thames. We'll talk to you next Friday night, 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kick. Good night, everybody.